Dear IP friends, welcome to our new episodes. And you know that we are presenting this Patent Insight webinar on YouTube and LinkedIn with my dear co-host Arne Krueger, and he is on stage now. How are you, Arne?
Hello. Welcome everybody to our, this time 20 minutes newscast.
Exactly. Today with this new concept, with 20 minutes summary of the top patent topics, will be very short. So, as you remember that we are in our previous stream events were taking about 1 hour, and today we are studying a new concept. I see that there are lots of participants in the audience. With Arne, we will share very important three of patent topics that are occurred in the last weeks. So Arne picked 3 topics, I picked 3 topics. So we will share some details about this exciting patent news and insights in totally 20 minutes. So after 20 minutes, we will shut down and say goodbye. So Arne, I don't want to spend so much time, but before you start, I will remind to our audience, please join us in our newsletter, patentinsights.substack.com. As you can see on the screen, we are sharing weekly IP dedicated on patents. We are sharing patent news and insights in a weekly basis, or you can also see the other topics that we didn't share in this episode. So Arne, if you are ready, you can start with your top 3 topic that you already choose, and I will share the title of the topic on the screen to be readable by the audience.
Yeah, thank you, dear Mustafa. Yeah, it's always a little bit hard to choose 3 topics, but yesterday it was easy for me. I'm a last-minute man, so yesterday I saw the news from the European Patent Office that they introduce a new simplified fee system with up to 30% discount for the current fees. This is their self-advertisement, so it's not getting more expensive at the European Patent Office. The fee system gets cheaper a little bit, as they promised. So Mustafa, please share the link also in our chat so that audience can click around. It's directly from the epo.org website. It's especially for small companies. It will be cheaper because they include a reduction for small medium companies, like in other countries and in other nations. This is already a thing that if you can prove that you are a small medium company, you get a fee reduction in application fee or in maintenance fees. And I don't want to talk too much about the details. A little bit a link. We created already a backlog ticket for our PAT scenario, of course, because we need to adapt our patent filing strategy calculator we have under PAT scenario. So this is interesting. And whenever you are a consultant or a patent attorney and or you get asked about the fees, please keep in mind from this on, from 1st of April, it's not an April joke, there is a new fee system in place for patents in the European Patent Office, the EP patents. So this was my first news. Maybe it slipped through.
I shared the link.
Super. Thank you very much. So 4:05. I have 5 minutes left for the next 2
next topic.
The next topic is SME funds. Yes. As you might know, if you are following this videocast, that I'm active for the European PATLib centers, especially the German PATLib centers called PITSNet in Germany. And in January, the big news was the continuation of the SME fund. It got restarted. It's a program that pays fees for searching and applying for patents or trademarks for small medium companies again. And if you not have heard of it, this is also very important that from 22nd of January. This is also last week, like 9 days ago, the program got restarted, and you can get up to 1,500 euros for a so-called IP scan. What is new is that you can get also an IP scan enforcement. So my Padlibs just does not really know how this works, because it's a brand new thing, that if you get sued by your competition, or if you get some trouble, legal trouble with your patents or trademarks, or you know that a competition is infringing your rights, then you can get also money from the European Alicante, the European Patent Office.
EU IPO.
EU IPO, exactly. This program is with 18,500,000 euros full for whole Europe. And the best way, if you think you can get these subsidies here, check out the news from the German Patent Office that Mustafa will share. And there on the first page is the web link to the IPO web page, where you can apply for the vouchers. And with the voucher, you can go to your Padlib center, and they help you find the right partner. Even they can do it themselves, or they recommend a patent attorney or another expert in the field who will help you with the IP scan or with the consultation. So don't miss this opportunity to get a little bit money back for protecting your IP. This was my second, not so big news, but also news, because it's always good to get informed about this kind of extra easy money if you apply for it.
Yeah, but I think it's the really exciting news. SME funds. This is the new version, as you shared. So all of the startups and SMEs can benefit for covering their IP scan, IP assessment, trademark application, patent application. So it's a good amount of money. So I'm really supporting that. Thank you for sharing this topic.
Yes.
The third one.
And the last one, it is indirectly IP news. It was not really an IP news, but beginning of the year, I found this podcast from Bill Gates. Bill Gates Notes. He has a very nice homepage, shares often his insights. Everybody knows Bill Gates, I guess, in the world. Everybody who's using Windows or Office knows him. And Mustafa will share the link to his podcast. I really like his podcast. Unconfuse Me is the name. Unconfuse Me. So he invites experts, professors, MIT professors, etc., all over the world, people you are really expert in their fields, and he's picking their brains and asking them very interesting, very intriguing questions. And I wanted to recommend the conversation with Sam Altman, because everybody talks about AI these days, especially ChatGPT with this unfortunate chat. It's not a chatbot, guys. It's really a nice and a very transforming, innovative, new way of interacting with computers. Many people compare it with the iPhone, or with the personal computer in the 70s, with the iPhone in 2007. And they expect now a similar, even bigger transformation with these GPT, availability of GPT since 1.5 years. And this conversation with Sam Altman, I strongly recommend to listen to this. It's not brand new, it's not really new, but it gives you a very interesting perspective of two really smart brains, and how they see AI right now, what opportunities they see, how they see the future, how they see the impact on society, the impact on social media, the impact on our jobs. What I found especially intriguing was that with the help of Copilot, it's a service for developers. I'm a software developer and run a software development company. Software developers get up to 3 times more performance with the support of Copilot, an AI GPT-powered code helper that's made available by OpenAI and Microsoft. I share this this impression that you can really boost your performance as a developer with the help of Copilot. And so I strongly recommend you listen to these very entertaining and extremely informing, I think 20 or 30 minutes, 33 minutes of these, one of the two smartest brain of the world. And that's my 3 news, dear Mustafa. 1 minute too much. This was the intro.
1 minute left, but everybody are talking about Sam Altman, OpenAI, AI chips, and also one of my topic is about AI as well. So I will also listen this podcast when I am traveling on metro, because I love listening podcasts during my travels in metro or bus or other public transportation. So thank you so much for your sharing, Arne, these 3 exciting patent-related topics that get your attraction from the previous weeks. So I can also share my 3 main topics and start my time to follow the rules. So we have 8 minutes to complete for this session. And one of my first topic is about the licensing agreements. So the previous weeks was very intensively acquired lots of patents licensing agreement. But one of is very excited and very interesting because the Nokia and Oppo has already signed a 5G patent cross licensing. But there is a story behind this agreement because it's a settlement. And in 2021, Nokia sued Oppo because of infringing their 5G related patents. And then 1 year later from this infringement case, Oppo left German market. And Nokia and Oppo continued this infringement case more than 2.5 years. And finally, this year, at the beginning of this year, they settled down with a cross-licensing agreement. Of course, the amount of money, the royalty rates are not disclosed, but it is good to know that Oppo will pay ongoing royalty payments and also will be added with the catch-up payments to cover this period of non-payment period during the infringement case. And they all resolves all pending patent litigation between these parties. It's good to know that. But what about the next steps for Oppo and Nokia? So it is unclear for Oppo because it's unclear for Oppo if they will return to German market or not, because they have a still ongoing litigation with the InterDigital. So InterDigital is also another important player in this market. But Oppo is trying to have a really clear freedom to operate in Europe because Oppo has already settled and signed standard essential patent-related cross-licensing agreement with Philips already in this market. So Oppo trying to clear its own paths in Europe to sell their smartphone. But for Nokia is the things are going well because Nokia has already signed different 5G related patent licensing agreement between Apple, Samsung, Honor, Huawei, and recently with Oppo. So Nokia is a giant patent portfolio owner in a worldwide well-known company, and they are trying to get revenue from their patent licensing business. So it's super exciting to hear for the next licensing agreement. Who knows? So I will share the links also in the comments. So what about the next topic? The next topic is related with AI, but it is a very big news because it is the biggest settlement occurred in the AI business in terms of patent infringement case. So this case between Singular Computing Company, which is a small company in United States, established by a genius inventor, and the other party is Google. But why is this case is important? Because this case is the biggest settlement of an AI-related patent infringement action in the last years. But what happened? So the Google paid lots of money, but of course the amount of the payment is not disclosed, but it is foreseen that it's more around 2 billion euro, but it is not clear, which is not disclosed. So what happened? 5 years ago, not 5 years ago, more than 10 years ago, the inventor from the singular company knocked the door of Google's to introduce his patent. The patent is related about the processing units that can be used for AI trainings and also related software technologies. So debates, the name of the inventor, discussed with Google about licensing of this technology, but in that time Google doesn't show any interest. But after 5 years, Google introduced their own processing units, and then the patent owner from the singular company knocked the door again, Google, and said that you are infringing my patents. And Google, of course, rejected, and then they found themselves in the court. And during this court infringement case, Google tried to invalidate this patent, partly successful, partly unsuccessful, but at the end, they reach a settlement of this patent infringement lawsuit at the beginning of this January. But of course, again, the specific terms and conditions remain undisclosed again. But it is really important because as a valuation, as a damage valuation that is calculated or estimated by the patent owner is too much, more than $7 billion. That's why it's also important because of the amount of money that asked for this infringement. And also interesting note, before closing this topic, the inventor of singular company is a genius, Dr. Joseph Bates. He accepted in an undergraduate program when he is 13 years old and finished the PhD when he is 23. So he's kind of
young Sheldon.
Exactly, it's insanely genius profile.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Sheldon
so
Cooper.
This is my
just finished over Christmas. Sheldon Cooper, young Sheldon. Yeah,
Sheldon Cooper, my favorite guy. And the last topic is a soft topic. You know that I am very keen on the patent statistics and the leadership of the patent owners. You know that IFI claims announcing their annual rankings. And this year they also announced the top US patent owners for the last year. And we see that Samsung is placed in the first rank. But the interesting topic is, maybe you remember that for the continuous years, in the previous years, IBM was, ultimate leader of this chart. And for the last 2 years, IBM is losing its position on that link. And last year, they positioned in the 4th place. Mm-hmm. They are preferring, not playing for the patent numbers. They already announced that they are playing with the less number of patents, and then they will emphasize on quality of their owned patents in their portfolio. And Qualcomm is rising in that rank. So I will share also the links of 3 topics as I shared. And this is all from my side, Arne, before closing, because we have already completed 20 minutes.
Yes. Thank you for sharing it, Mustafa. Very interesting. And you got a comment. Everybody who's a little bit older remembers the great Nokia phones from the 90s and the zeros.
Exactly. So I shared the comment from Volbio, about Nokia. Yeah. So let me share the links very quickly and then close our session as we promised to complete in 20 minutes as a new concept. So this is the third link that I shared today. So Arne, let's say goodbye to our audience and stay informed, stay ahead.
Yeah, thank you for listening to our commented news section, and see you soon. And if you leave a comment, we would love that. Follow us. You will find Mustafa, especially on LinkedIn. He's very active there. I try to be more active on LinkedIn, of course. So please, let's connect, and we see you soon. Bye-bye. Take good care.
Exactly. See you in the next episode. Bye-bye.